Hello, welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna. Welcome to Creating with Sketches, where it is a scrapbook process collaboration featuring sketches from Scrapbook Generation. And it is paid content, so I will not be showing the sketch, but we are using the number one-page sketch, and I'm using the version number 11 of that sketch. There are 22 versions of this sketch, which makes it so fun. I have a picture of when we were in Illinois visiting my middle daughter. This was coffee and breakfast, or a treat anyway, a snack. And I'm using Vicky Bouton. The piece of paper I used in the middle is not Vicky Bouton. The rest will be. I just pulled it out of my stash. And it was something that gave a little bit of interest, but not too busy because I have that busy background paper. And there'll be a lot of florals going on. So I go into my Vicky Bouton embellishments. I have one package of Where to Next that I'm grabbing from, and I think the rest are from um, is it Let's Create, Discover and Create, I think. Um, and this is all from Where to Next. I end up pulling a lot of this off. I'm just not feeling I don't know what it was. The Let's Roll is too big for me. The florals are maybe too whimsical. And I pull out those other ones from the other collection and the butterflies, and that's more what I want to use, and they don't have that white rim around it. But that being said, some of the things do have white rims around them. So first I'm just pulling out everything to see, and separating it out to see really what I have. I like that clip up there, and that does stay there. With it being coffee, I want to use a couple of the coffee stains as well. And this is pretty routine for me, getting my collection out, going through it, putting in piles, separating it out, seeing what I have before I start to make my embellishment clusters. So, like I said, I'm not going to go with those florals. I'm going to move these off. I'm going to split up kind of the leaves and the branches. I'm going to make two clusters, one up in the right hand corner, one down in the left lower corner, and then just kind of go from there. That postcard is going to be where I'm going to journal on, and I will back the photo. So I go into my stash and I just pull out, I wanted something that was kind of craft, but I find an off-white piece of paper that has some text on it. It's kind of brownish text, and that is going to work perfectly just to just for a little peek of something behind that. There you can see it behind that photo. I just use a 1/4 inch around the whole thing. That postcard does have a little hole in it, so I go into my stash and I get some. This is a wired ribbon, and I'm going to pull some other gold into it, so I was happy to use this ribbon with just a little bit of gold on it. And then I will take my ATG to glue that down. I will layer the photo on top. Please check below. I'll have everyone listed that is playing along this month, which are creating with sketches. And you can see what their take is on the sketch. All right, so like I said, I'll get that glued down, and then I do glue the clip down there. It's a little bit of a blank spot in the photo, so that works perfectly there. And then I'll start to create my embellishment clusters with the kind of the branches, the leaves, um, the florals, and I'm trying to even out the colors. Like I don't want anything, I use black on the bottom, black on the top. Um, I've got some of that blue leaf on the bottom, so I stick a little bit more green leaf in there. Um, that one darker blue was going to go down there, but because of the blue leaves, that blue one goes up in the right corner. I've got a vase of flowers. I tuck that in there. You don't really see the vase. These fun elements on the branches as well. Get another flower in there. And these will kind of move around a little bit as I get things glued down. I really had a hard time with that um, title. I thought it was cute because there's a roll. It's like a breakfast roll that's sitting there, a cinnamon roll. Um, and it's a little bit pastel-y. In the sketch it says use a big title. That certainly is big. I just couldn't make it work anywhere that I wanted it to sit. So here's where I take the coffee rings and I tuck those into my embellishment clusters. And I know that coffee cup has to go in there because it's just too perfect not to be used. It says hot stuff on it. And I'm gonna, again, try to make that title work, but I'll kind of let that go for a moment and then work on my clusters again and get those looking like I want them to. I end up moving. I don't like the space in between the cluster and the photo, so that all get kind of gets moved up, and then I will stick the coffee ring kind of back. There we go, to make that whole corner work. Happy first day of June, by the way. The other videos on my channel will be of Christy's Beautiful Life and her 30 days of sketches. I will not be posting every day this month as I have in the past. I will do about 3 videos a month. Sorry, 3 videos a week, and look forward to using all those sketches, and maybe I can use them even into the following month. So here I am trying that title again. I'm really trying to make it work. And I go back into my stash and I find Time to Relax. And I just like the way that sits there at the bottom of the postcard. So I'm going to get that glued down right away. And that's just, I don't know, for some reason that really fell into place then. And it was a time to relax with our morning coffee. So that was perfect. Now I'll go in with my Tombow Mono adhesive glue and get those florals glued down. I do like the liquid glue for these kind of things because you can sneak it underneath it very easily, and then also it gives you a little bit of wiggle room that you can, if it's not exactly where you want, you can kind of shimmy it one way or another. So that's why I do like to use my glue in certain situations, my liquid glue in certain situations, and then use the ATG adhesive in other the kind of the bigger pieces that are just going to be stuck there for sure. Once I get that embellishment or that cluster adhered down, I kind of want to do a third little embellishment cluster. So I'm trying to figure out what can I use in that right lower corner just as a little bit of more color down in that area. I will bring that coffee ring down there. I didn't want to bring into the butterflies because I kind of like the way the clusters are going, and I felt like I would have had to put a cluster or a butterfly in each of the clusters. And I do find one more floral um, in the collection just to go down onto this right side and over the coffee ring there. So it takes me a little bit to get that black coffee ring exactly where I want it so that it's showing around the floral. Um, but I finally do get it in the right spot. And that sticker floral is from Print Shop, so I wonder if the rest of those are also from Print Shop. I have several of the Vicky Bouton collections, and um, they kind of get put together, so I'm not exactly sure. But her embellishments are so versatile and they're so easy to kind of combine with each other, and the colors are similar, so they all work together. Once I get that cluster all glued down, I will bring back out my Print Shop stickers, and I'm going to grab off some star stickers with black and gold, and I will just make a couple, I think I put 3 into each cluster um, to bring that gold around the page. I love sketches for several different reasons. One is it, gives you a jumping off point where you're not having to think so hard, if that makes sense. It gives me some rules to start off with, and I'm not just left up to my own devices. So it gives me a kind of direction to go. But then also in this sketch, it had these little kind of word or little, you couldn't even say words on them, but just little banners or little, I don't know what you would call them, not tabs, but it just had the little strips there. So that reminded me to use these because it was sitting right in front of me, these little word bits from Vicky Bouton. So I grab out 2 black ones to go on the top. It says refreshing, wonderful day. And then I'll grab 2 white ones to go on the bottom cluster, and it says charming moment. And that is it. So I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.